In a previous video, we created this store checkout program where we allowed the user to input any number of items or 0 to exit. And we're going to modify this one now. And what we want to do is create a menu system like you might see in some stores today or fast food restaurants where there's pretty much a menu system instead of keying in each price. And so we'll put in a few choices here just with some print statements to print out a menu. Basically just nothing special here. We're putting out a menu on the screen, so we're putting out the choices 1 through 6 here. Or again, we'll still have 0 to exit. We'll need to change price here. We could keep the name, but let's make it more descriptive. And we'll call this choice. And so we'll say enter an item, maybe not the price. How about enter a menu choice or 0 to exit, and we won't need floating point. So let's change that to integer. And so the user will be able to input a menu choice or 0 to exit with this menu displayed. And then we'll need to check that here, change this accordingly. So we'll change that to choice. And then in here, we're going to need, based on the choice, calculate the price. So we'll do a match on choice. We could use if statements. This is just a little bit simpler because we're checking the same variable each time, choice. And so it's a little bit different format, but same concept as the if statement. So we'll do a case 1, and then we'll set the price equal to a certain amount. We could say, let's say $17.15, or even better, we could create variables for all of these prices. So we'll put some up here at the top. And so instead of, for that choice 1, instead of $17.15, we'll just go ahead and put in the variable name. And then of course case 2. And we'll set price equal to the appropriate amount that we had before. And so if we just finish this out, it will look something like this. With the case else, or in Python underscore, we'll just have the price as 0. So anything other than those choices will not add a price in. So this case handles anything else. It's almost like the else in an if statement. And then we'll need to replace this last part of the loop and put our menu choice in again. And that way we ask them at the end of the loop for the choice again. And we should make sure our menu is the same. So we'll just copy this and make sure this prompt is the same. So enter a menu choice or 0 to exit. And so we'll get the same choice. So we'll keep going through and allowing them to input one of these until we get the price that we want, or we have all the items that we need. And so this should be just about what we want. So let's go ahead and run this. And so we get our menu here, and let's just go ahead and put in a few items. Let's say we want, let's see, 1, 3, 5, and then we'll say 0 to exit and get our totals. And so we got that here, and let's run that one more time with some different values. And so let's put in each one and then 0 to exit. Okay, so that seems to work pretty well. Let's not write over our old program. Let's do a save as, and we'll just call this store menu checkout, and save that under a different name so we can always go back to our old code if necessary. And then in the future, you can see this starts to get a little bit longer program at this point. So in the next video, we'll look at how to break this up a little bit into different modules.